Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm sorry, I've been gone for a while. I know it's been about at least over a week since I last uploaded, and that's because I've been busy. I've been busy with work. Look at the scenery. I found this random construction site and it was actually a pretty nice place for photos. Here are a couple of the results. And yeah, so today's video topic is gonna be, am I selling my car? Yes, I am selling my car. No, it's not gonna be anytime soon. I think it's gonna be probably in the October-November area, because one, I'll get a good deal, most likely on my next car. And second of all, with this whole thing going on, YouTube doesn't like the word, so I'm not gonna use it, but you guys all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, and when you wanna buy a car, you need money. And if I wanna sell my car, then the person that's gonna buy it needs money. So, I'm thinking probably sometime past September area, hopefully everything will be back to normal and hopefully a vaccine will be out by then. So my fingers are crossed. So I am selling that car, and let me tell you why. Should I make this jump? Am I gonna kill myself? She's being sold sometime soon. Well, not sometime soon, but sometime in the future, later this year, I am selling the car. In a perfect world, I would love to keep this car forever. The extra money that I can get from selling this car would be really nice to use for my next car. And let me tell you guys more about that. I'm gonna need your guys' help. Help me decide. So usually what people do is after they buy a C43, they usually like to jump to a C63. And I was thinking about doing the same thing, but that's so generic. That's what literally everybody does. All the cars that I've driven and owned have been all-wheel drive or 4MATIC with rear-wheel drive bias. I've never fully daily driven a rear-wheel drive car, so I think that would be nice to add to my skill set. So the C63 is number one. Number two would be the C63's older uncle, which is the E63S. I think I can get a really good deal on an E63S when this whole thing kind of dies down a little bit more. But I've seen them going online for about 80 to 100K used, and I don't think that's a bad deal, especially if I get that car. It's 4MATIC Plus, which means it's all-wheel drive and it's a rear-wheel drive. So if you want to go into rear-wheel drive mode, you can with that car, and that'll be really fun to have. But like I said, it's between 80 to 100K used, so new would be 140. And if I want to get a new E63S for 140, I might as well spend the extra 10 grand and get a GT63S, which is between 150 and 165, depending on the options that are spec'd out. But there's a lot of things to do. Obviously the C63 would be the cheapest option. New ones go for 80 to 90K if I wanted to get a coupe, but obviously I don't want to spend money on a new car because then you're just paying for all the depreciation. So I'm thinking a used C63, which would be between 50 and 60K, or sometimes even as low as 40K depending on how many miles there are, and that's a lot cheaper than this car. So C63, E63, and then maybe, depending on how things go, a GT63S. That would be so sick. Or number four would be to just go balls deep and go with the GTS or the GTC. Those cars, that would be a car that would be very hard to daily drive because I work every day except for Sunday. It'll have a crap ton of miles on it, and it would depreciate so much. And when I have to drive to work in the winter time, it's gonna be a pain in the. If I do end up getting the GTC, I will probably spend a few grand on a Toyota or a Honda or something and hope for the best. But as a car, there's literally nothing wrong with the C43. I don't even think that there could be a better daily driver than this car. But like I said, I do want to experience a new vehicle And in a perfect world, I would keep this car. We've been through a lot, so many modifications as you can see, and I would love to keep this car. But if I want to experience something new, then I would have to give this car up, because like I said, I'm not a millionaire and I can't afford to have this car and another car at the same time. Maybe I'll add this to the list, but maybe a 2020 CLA 45. One, because it's the most powerful 4-cylinder in the world. Two, it looks way better than the 2019 and 2018 model, and the performance is better than this car. Like, that car will have 421 horsepower stock, but I'm still not sure about it because I don't want to use the word downgrade, but I don't want to go from a 6-cylinder to a 4-cylinder. I'm a really big sound guy, and if the car doesn't really sound good or remotely good, then that's gonna knock off points on my list. But we all know that maybe I should go from a 6-cylinder to an 8-cylinder, whether that's the C63, E63, GTC, GTS, or GT63. It all depends on what kind of good deal I can get later on this year. If you guys have any other suggestions on cars that I should get in the near future, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Corazon. Gun finna jump for the shit. All top when I speak, all cap with the speech till they caught up in the rapture. I'm so out of line with the phrase game. Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the nightsticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go. It's only up from here.